Welcome to the January 20th, 2023 episode of Thalmor Radio. I am your host. Oh, hi, Bill. I am your host, Thalmor, coming to you live deep in a bunker in a Kentucky valley. Three artillery shells have landed on the bunker, but the situation is stable. Although I regret to report that Jimmy did get it. F in the chat for Jimmy. He was 3 weeks into his internship, just had a kid. I think the wife had like a panic attack when she learned the news. Very hard on that family, folks. But that is the price that gets paid to keep the show going. Hate to be disrespecting the dad. Shake my head, shake my head. But that's okay, because I will send flowers to the funeral, and that makes it all okay. So, I got a bunch of topics to talk about tonight. Hold on. Fuck. Where's my thing? Okay. Lysander, who does every other Friday that I'm doing this show, he is doing a spear draft tournament, the details of which are in announcements, but there is a $165 million prize pool in that. I believe this will be the third spear draft, I think, or the third draft in general. I know I participated in the first one, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Wait, what? What did I say something wrong? Do I actually have to pay attention to this? Bless us, you're good. Okay. So, Lysander, when is it exactly? Hold on. Announcements. It's unscheduled for now, I presume. Okay, so be on the watch out for an announcement about that. I'm sure there will be some announcement about it before it actually happens. So keep an eye out for that. Next topic is I have decided that I'm thinking February 3rd. We will do a Thalmoria award show. And it's probably just going to be me. But I'm going to take the community awards, the alliance awards, the official like categories and the official one, and I'm going to pick my like winners for each one. But then part 2 is going to be meme categories that I'm going to have you guys pick on. So I'm going to open up a channel for like the meme awards, and whatever categories you guys want, you can add. And me and staff will probably pick the best ones. And then the second half of the awards will be me picking the winners for those. Vass says most annoying player 2022. That is a totally legitimate one. I would say, actually, like Sketchy says worst ratio 2022. I am on the record right now saying I am 100% open and actually want like controversial like sections. So go wild, go crazy, go niche. That room will be open sometime in the near future. Now we will be doing more like voting stuff in the future, like the themed flag awards and like maybe some other stuff. We are going to be revamping them. The community polls probably going to remain the same, but for like anything of substance, we're going to be doing it differently. And we might open up a channel for voting here, and people can cast their votes in it. Or we might do like Google Forms or straw polls. But like outside of community polls, voting in Thalmoria will be different. So keep that in mind. I think I'm going to also discuss with staff how to do it. Sketchy says worst Thalmor hot takes 2022, and Zig says too many to pick from. That is one thing. If it might be a good bonus that if you're going to nominate something and it's going to be that specific or niche, to try to give examples for people to pick from. But that's just an idea. I'm not going to hard enforce that. But I can see it being an issue. If it's too specific, it might be hard to like a little harder to do. Okay, I think that's it. I want to talk about the game. The fighting pacifists killed Daveth. Daveth was leader of Carthago, right? Okay, good. I'm not just dumb. Daveth committed suicide by slashing his wrists, breaking his ribs, and shooting himself in the back of the head 3 times. And Piggy, is it? I was told Piggy took over. Is it evil Piggy Poo Poo? Is that Fufu? Was it evil Piggy that took over? Or was it a different Piggy? Are there multiple pigs? It was evil Piggy. Okay, well, good on her. Evil Piggy is now. I thought it was the evil one. Congratulations to Evil Piggy, who used to be a Knights Templar member, by the way. That's cool. Oh, and Carthago got dropped like a hot potato, and they signed the Fighting Pacifists now. So congratulations to everyone involved there. I actually forgot what this one. Too many words about quality of life. I think that was some kind of dev team thing. Hold on, let me find it again. But like, load, you stupid thing. Oh my gosh, load. Quality of life updates will no longer be tied to massive updates like the upcoming base change. So I guess there's going to be. This is not a very authoritative news section. I guess quality of life stuff will be more like when it's needed and won't just be all together at once. So we'll see how that goes. The Academy Awards are in. Oh, Lysander out here with the context. Okay, I will read this. So, if you want to read along, like good boys and girls,
read it to me.
Go to page 3, I think. I will read to you, Zig. Why? Oh, page updated. Okay. So it wasn't clear that Adrian had updated the thing recently. I just saw that it was posted in 2019 and I was thinking this is like a fucking 4-year-old thing. Okay. Gosh, that's a lot of. I'm not reading all that. That's a lot of stuff. I'm just going to read the section Lysander copy and paste. So if you want to read along, scroll up to Lysander's big wall of text that's posted a minute ago. Hello, everyone. First, I want to start by saying thank you to @Adrian for managing the monolith that is quality of life thread on the forum. Second, I want to give some updates on a few things. previously. Several of these were pulled out for each update thread and rolled out in waves. Moving forward, these updates will still be rolled out in waves, but not tied to other bulk updates. The coding team will be moving through this thread at their own pace and moving groups of changes to the test server and then live as they get the time to. Currently, there are 2 large-scale projects in development. The changes to the war module, which include the base changes and perks, both will be placed for tests when available, and the war system will follow with heavy testing before it goes live. The more of you participating in the testing, the better. These are slated to be certain rewards for the testing as well. Perks will likely be coming after the military changes. There's a third smaller update compared the other 2 with some smaller scale changes in the wings as well. Wingawoo, what? That will hopefully be public for consumption soon enough. That covers several smaller areas of improvement. TLDR, coding for quality life issues won't be tied to other book updates. War system and perks being worked on. New design thread coming soon. What the fuck changes to beige and the war system are being made? This sounds new to me. I knew about perks, but I didn't know about beige or ward change systems. So that's going to be really interesting. I hope it doesn't completely ruin things. That would be. I really hope that it doesn't crash things. I don't know. I like perks sketchy. I thought perks were cool, but we'll see. Um. Okay, so that's that. What's my other topics? Oh, the Academy Awards. So the Academy Awards have started. So every year there is a game award thing where people come together and they get with their friends and they all agree to vote the same way. Um, and so we'll see what happens. Is it called an academy? That's what. Look, guys, Liz Sanders made my itinerary. Okay, I cracked the whip, whoosh, whoosh, and Liz Sanders made it for me. And so he says it's the Academy Awards. I believe him. It probably is the Academy Awards. If politics and war is a school, I want to drop out, but it is what it is. And so it's the awards, and they're happening, and the voting members, actually Vass is one of them. It's the School of Hard Cocks. um, hundreds of teachers go to prison every year for fucking their kids. So actually, basically every American school is a school of hard cocks, really. But I digress. Um, what was I going to say? I don't remember. Oh yeah, so there's awards going on, and nobody cares about the awards because they're like, because you like, well, I don't know. I mean, I won sexiest voice last year, and I didn't like organize people to vote for me. I left it alone, and I don't think Morph organized people to vote. Morph was came in close second, and I don't think anyone put together a voting thing for him to win. So I guess organically, like people will vote for, and someone or something will win based on merit or perceived merit, I guess, because it's subjective. But I don't know. I just don't think the awards are that cool, honestly. Which is why we're doing our own in 2 weeks. Oh, and I have been nominated. Key, Firewolf, Change Up, and Sleeping Ninja all nominated me and or Thalmoria for different things. So thank you to them for doing so. Will I win Sexiest Voice again for the next year? Oh, we'll see. TKR has taken the sports obsession too far. So the Knights Radiant and Black Knights and Cataclysm, and I think a few other people, they came together and made it. What's the new block called? I don't remember what it was called. I guess it's isn't it dodgeball? Yeah. Odo? Odo? What? Odo. It's Odo. Okay. So the Knights Radiant and Black Knights and Cataclysm and two others came together to form Odo or Odu. And oh dog. Oh no. It's 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 doo doo. I don't know what's better, doo doo or Odu. Odu almost sounds Japanese. Hi, konnichiwa, Aragama-san, Odu. um, hi, Waizo-sama, Odu. I'm losing my mind. Sugoi. Okay, here's the actual thing. Okay, it is just Odu, just straight up Odu. Okay. Kimochi. Okay. Oh fuck, buddy. Okay, so congratulations on the new block. Speaking of new blocks on the block, Sketchy. It's very timely that Sketchy is here because the second new block is Florida. Hello, Ron DeSantis moment. Dark Brotherhood, Rose, and Requiem. I think they came together to create the Sunshine State, and that's pretty cool. Oh, Paradise. Okay, Paradise. Florida acronym. All right, so I don't know. I'm doing this, but this should have been an internal, but I'll say it now. You got Hog, you got the Fighting Pacifists and Camelot and their friends. You got Midgard, you got Florida, and you got Odu. And who else is there? Is that it? Florida, Odu, Hog. Fortunately, the people I'm fighting. I forgot the people I'm fighting. Okay. Hog, Fortuna, Florida, Odu, Midgard, and then the Fighting Pacifists and Camelot and their friends. So, like, I think it's really cool that, like, I don't know, like, you have Fortuna forming, Hog forming, Fortuna forming, Florida forming, Odu forming, and like none of these blocks or spears, whatever, like they're not equal, but none of them are also like so big that like they're an obvious target, you know? And I I don't know, like people like, and when on the first, when Hog blitzed, what's their called, Fortuna, what happened is that you had three separate wars between six like spears blocks going on. You had Rose fighting Cataclysm and Paradise, you had Hog fighting Fortuna, and you had Midgard fighting Radiant Sphere. None of them like, and they were all unrelated to each other. And now you've had these post-war plays happen where, again, like this, all the different sides aren't equal to each other, but also I don't think any of them have a clear advantage. Like there's no Hollywood, there's no Celestial, there's no like anything like that. And so like people keep saying like mini spears are dead. Mini spears are dead. We are back to bipolarity. Mini spears is dead, and it's like I really don't see that. I see a lot of people saying mini spears is dead. I see a lot of people say that all the time. Sketchy, you've been gone for a lot of time that people have been saying mini spears are dead. And I think and I've been saying consistently that that's just not the case. So we all want to be NPO toxic. Sledge copium Alfredo Bros. So I agree Fortuna's a threat, but like I think any two blocks could team up and like defeat them. I think it's true. I think it's true of most of the spears right now. Like any two spears could beat one by themselves. Um Except Hog. I a lot of blocks could probably one-on-one Hog and win against us because there's like four of us. But all of Hog has like four players in it. Hog versus Florida couldn't beat Midgard. Well, I don't know. How many players are in Midgard? We need a new tiering list. Can some nerd get a tiering list put together? Thank you, Decagon. Midgard has like, gosh, they have Odd Bunch and Midgard have a lot of. Well, actually, I was going to say that they have a lot of people, but half of Odd Bunch are like City Ones, so never mind. The Midgard has a lot of people in it. Like even controlling full of City Ones. If Midgard spends like 18 months really growing their members, they could become a menace. And I get the vibe that Midgard is really unified. So that would be interesting. Backrooms, remnants, rip them, perpetuals. What the fuck are the perpetuals with 45 people? What is that? Just one alliance? Is it two alliances? These perpetuals don't seem to warrant their own section. Hog has, like I said, four people. Backroom remnants. Ouch. Who is the one city 40 in the back rooms right now? Huh. Bourbon Street Offshore. Okay. I don't know. I like to look at this tiering list because, like Midgard has a lot of people, but they're small people, so. I like it. I just people. I don't know. I think the game is doing just fine. People say that like the game's dying, and I just disagree. All right. Hey, where's Belle? Let's Erica. Belle. Hey, Belle, what do you think of the perpetuals? Belle, I asked you a question. She don't want to talk. She meowed once, but I don't know if it came over the microphone. Belle. All right. Well. All right. So my final topic is actually probably the one I might have the most to talk about, and that is no cock. The horsecock has left the building, and you know, I thought today what I wanted to say about this because I could say something really nice and very factual and leave it as that and would have done my job. But this is Thalmor Radio, and I am a proud hand job of hater. Um, would I play Politics and War if my community disbanded? Yeah, but I started Knights Templar. I was the first leader of Knights Templar, and I very faithfully, but also very incompetently, led that alliance for 9 months throughout most of 2017. And it's my community. I don't own it. I have no decision making power in it, but it's my baby. And so I think I'm going to talk more in depth about Horsecock leaving. So the Hand of Fate community, the Knights Templar community, owes an unpayable debt to Horsecock. I was the first leader. I resigned. Theodosius took over. Theodosius was leader for about the same amount of time. And then I think it was he resigned later in 2018, and then it became a triumvirate between Theo, Kios, and Horsecock. And it remained that way basically until early 2020, because you got MPO's last time happened, and MPO's last time, like many other, not just anti IQ. MPO's last time really, I don't want to use decimate, really fractured. MPO's last time really fractured the game, and it fractured communities within the game. Some communities like MPO and Black Knights left completely. Guardians of the Galaxy left completely. Church of Spaceology in their disbandment thread outright said that they were disbanding because of MPO's last time. Other alliances lost a lot of people. TKR lost a lot of people. I'm sure. I know TKR did because I think Adrian said so as much when I interviewed her a couple years ago in an earlier episode. I know for a fact that Knights Templar lost a lot of members. I think we lost half of our members. I think we had about 70 or 80, and at the end of the MPO's last time, we had about 40. I almost quit. I went inactive for 6 months, and I'm not really sure why I picked it back up. Now, granted, real life circumstances played a big role in that, but I almost was a casualty of that war too. But I started playing again. I started fighting. I started Thalmor Radio, and then a couple months later, the war ended. Um, what was going on in Knights Templar at that time internally was that there was no end in sight. And this is something that the newbies don't really understand. But like, there was no end in sight to NPL's last time. There was a genuine expectation that the war was going to be the new normal, like forever. And so the decision makers fighting against Inquisition was operating in the mindset of like, how can we most efficiently like fight this war? Like it was straight up Taliban mentality. Okay, full Taliban mode. They were Islam maxing. Okay, and so I'm not sure about Theodosius, but Kigos, I think, wanted to go to the Knights Radiant. Um, I don't know what Theo wanted to do, and I'm not sure about Horsecock either. But the conversation was had that what are we going to do about Knights Templar? And Kigos and Theo both were ready to just kill the Alliance. And I think that was the expectation there for some time. But then finally, like last minute, Horsecock said, no. I'm going to salvage what's left of Knights Templar and keep it going. And then that caused like a breakdown between Theo and Horse. They got into a big fight. But Kigos and Theo let Horse do it. Kigos took off to TKR. Theo took off to the Syndicate, and this, I'm still a little, I mean, I don't really care anymore, but even though the emotional charge is gone, I still, like, it was still kind of shitty. Theo actually peeled off some Knights Templar members with him. I know one was Tartarus. I think Vince McMahon was the second one, and I forgot who the third one was, but a few poor KT people he took with him. And Horsecock was like sole in charge of Knights Templar. Did he just leave? That could have been it. I assumed that Theo, not necessarily poaching, because the context was different with NPO's last time, but Theo kind of pulled him along with him. You know what? You're right. I think I am thinking of a Georgian guy. I am. You're right. Does he still play, or is he gone? Actually, I'm curious. He quit. Fuck. He was really cool. He was like a kid. He was like 12 when he joined Knights Templar, but he was like, he screenshotted everything, and he had just folders upon folders of screenshots and logs and memes and funny stuff. And he was just a swell guy, even though he was like a little kid. But anyways, Horsecock was sole leader. I'm not even sure we had a government anymore. Like, I know Dennison had joined up, and Horsecock was grooming Dennison to like be leader alongside him, second command. But besides them, I don't think KT really had a leader anymore, had a government anymore. I think it was just them. But I mean, we had people with titles, but I don't think they're doing any actual work. And so MPO's last time suddenly came to a halt, and Horsecock was leader because he chose to keep the community going when Theo and Kigos was ready to to take KT out back and put it down. Although, and this, I was really mad about this for like a year. I'm not anymore, although I wish it was around. On Theo and Kigos's way out, they actually deleted the government chat, which really pissed me off because that government chat predated Knights Templar. Because me and Odin, who still plays, I think Odin is, I don't know, I think he's in Eclipse actually. Me and Odin was my second in command, and he was co-founder of Knights Templar with me. And that server got made in like 2016, and that government chat, which was called Armory, was like the first chat room. Like that shit is from that shit that was pre-alpha, like Knights Templar talks in that room, historic legacy stuff, and it's just gone. And thank you, Tricerus, bag and static. And so that really pissed me off that it got deleted. And the official explanation was that like there was out of character content and they didn't want that leaked or something, which I think, which didn't make sense to me because I don't remember there being out of character things. And like I don't know. I think they were just paranoid. Actually, I think what it was, I could be completely wrong. Disclaimer: I could be completely wrong. If Theo or Kigos hears this and I'm wrong, you can dunk on me. Love you both. I think maybe why they deleted it was because within the context of MPO's last time and like maybe post-war moves, there was some spitballing that could have been incriminating, and that's why they wanted deleted. Could be wrong. But anyways, I had access to. I was in Armory. I had legacy like access to Armory. I could already see everything anyways, but I digress. Horsecock had Dennison become second in command, and I think it was in 2020 that Horsecock acted weird. He basically said that he wanted to do more real life stuff. So I say he acted weird, and it's really hard to describe because Horsecock talks a certain way and speaks a certain way, but during that time period in 2020 when he was giving the reins over to, maybe it's 2021, the first time he quit, he acted very differently, and I thought it was very weird. But he gave the reins to Dennison, and then Horsecock quit for like 6 months or whatever, a while. Not too long, but for a while. I think Dennison did a good job as leader. He was B-list, not the greatest, but I think Dennison did a fine job. And then what happened was Horsecock came back, took back over, and then we kind of cruised along. I guess it was late 2021. You are correct, Toxic. I believe there was some time period when that happened, when Horsecock was like the only guy running things. But eventually Horsecock talked, I don't know how this even happened, but Horsecock talked with Paragon, and the decision was made for the merge, and so Knights Templar merged Paragon to become Hand of Fate, which is where we are now. Horsecock was leader alongside Duck, and they were co-leaders until like a couple days ago, basically. Horsecock is probably one of the best Milcom people I know of. He knows the strategy. He's very aggressive. he as an individual nation, as a fighter, he knows exactly what to do. He's an excellent raider. He is a force to be reckoned with. And if you talk to him, so is his personality. He is probably he probably has the most abrasive personality of anyone in this game. Um, he will he will make you mad in real life. You will I I this is I'm dunking on myself here, but I think there was a time in I think 2018 where he actually drove me to tears one time. Like he can just be that hostile. Um he could also be very funny and very informative. Like he can be a great helping hand too. But I think most people who talk to him know that know of his abrasiveness and was scared of him. But he was an excellent leader. He was very decisive and he took no shit from no one. He was very strong. I really do think that 2018 KT is probably the peak of our community because you had Vladimir Putin, the best IA person I've ever known, the person most responsible for making KT what it was prior to Imbu's last time, Vladimir Putin, best IA guy I know. You had him, you had Theo doing econ, you had Kegos doing FA, and you had Horsecock doing Milcom. And that is just an absolute dream team. They were just excellent. And we were so powerful then. Like, wow. I mean, we're still powerful now, but I look back on those days with a lot of nostalgia. But, anyways, Horsecock. Horsecock as leader, he also really set the temperature for Hand of Fate because we basically did whatever he wanted. He was such a force to be reckoned with, and you know he really argued his points well. And it's not just that he was an asshole; it was that he was an asshole who made really good arguments that were hard to pick apart. So we did a lot of what he wanted, and I don't think that was wrong either. And so I really, Vladimir Putin, I think made Hand of Fate or Knights Templar what it was before Impio's last time, and Horsecox made us what we are after Impio's last time. So he's gone now. He left the Alliance. I think it's still up in the air if he's left the community or not. He hasn't since the day he left. He has not talked on Discord publicly. Vax says he sent a message before he left. I don't know what's going on with Horse. What happened was he up and left the Alliance. He up and left the Alliance without warning. He said he talked to Duck about it before he left, but Duck never communicated that to us. So all of us, except I guess Duck, were pretty blindsided by him leaving. We asked him why, and just like when he left in 2020, he acted strange. He did not really give clear answers. I'm not going to show the logs because that's a betrayal of trust. But me and Dennison and Yang were like trying to like figure out what he was doing and thinking, and it was like he was talking like 3 steps ahead in the conversation. No clear answers. Basically, it boiled down to he just didn't feel like he was active anymore, so that's why he was leaving. Um, and that's basically it. Burnt out or bored. Um, yeah, well, that says burnout, boredom, real life, everything. I think it's about right. Um, I'm just frustrated, and I think we all were, that he left the way he did. There was no goodbye like announcement from him. He basically just up and left. And I wish he would have done it cleaner than he did. But it is what it is. I hope that he keeps playing. I hope he remains part of the Hand of Fate community. If he does leave the game or the community, I hope he will return. There is a precedent for him leaving like this, so we'll see what happens going forward. He couldn't stay away from us before, so who knows if he can stay away from us again, for real this time. But it is what it is. Um, what does Horsecock leaving mean for Hand of Fate? Well, we did lose a really good government member, a really good Milcom guy, and we lost a great fighter. So we are, I believe, worse off for him leaving. However, I think he left us in good hands. I really like Duck. I really like Vass, Dryad. The Hand of Fate government's pretty good. Even without Horsecock, I'm pretty happy with what we got. Um, I think there was a fear that him leaving would hurt the community. I don't think that's true. We're down a good fighter and a good government member, but I don't think anything else really changes. And I thought about it, and him leaving. I was going to say that him leaving is a net negative because we are down this great member, this great asset. But there's an argument. Horsecock has an infamous reputation, and he is very abrasive. So I am curious to see as time goes on if the baggage Horsecock brought goes away. Not to say that there is baggage necessarily, because there might not be, but Horse is a controversial figure. And so I wonder if with him gone, there is also some kind of benefit that is less quantifiable than just good member gone. So we'll see, I guess. It was if it was up to me, I would prefer that he was still a leader and still with us. But I think it's okay that he's not. So there you go. That's Horsecock. I wish him the best. Um, yeah, funeral over. You can put away your candles. Vass is a quick question. What is it, Vass? Vass, I will answer any questions you have, good sir. So that's the Horsecock question. Maybe I revealed more than I should have, but it's my show. Waste of time. Funny. Duck has big shoes to fill. One week he won't get overwhelmed with responsibility. Well, I mean, what responsibility? I mean, okay, you and him are coordinating on FA, so like that's taken care of. Like, you have government people like Dryad and like Mbaku and Pimpico, like doing econ stuff, internal stuff. Like the Hand of Fate community is an elitist community. Like I just don't think ducks experience. I just don't think ducks interaction's going to change that much. I just don't see how it does. Maybe I'm ignorant, but I don't think it really changes. He's probably going to get more DMs, and that's about it. All right. So, I actually want to be done at 10. So, I'm slightly converted on being focal. What do you mean by that, Vass? Yeah, Pollock's more final call. He's a little quieter. He is quieter. Yeah. I kind of do get the vibe that he can be a little inactive, but I mean, I don't think he has to do a whole lot. So, we'll see. Actually, is Shiho still here? Good, he is. He'll like this. When I first was around Duck a lot, when we first became Hand of Fate, and I was around Duck a lot, I saw how Duck talked. There was a part of me, 10%. There was a tiny part of me that thought maybe Duck was Theo in disguise. Like I was really on some schizophrenic bullshit with Duck. I actually asked him. Hold on. I'll just I'll just leak the DM. Hold on. I think if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. I asked him December 2021. Yeah, here we go. Can I schizo out for a minute? Go right ahead. You're not Theo, are you? Nope. Duck is a good guy. Duck is a good guy. I like Duck a lot. I do wish he would talk a bit. Well, I don't know. I mean, whenever he is needed to speak up, he speaks up, which is very leader-like. I don't know. I have faith in Duck. I've liked what I've seen of him so far. Okay. Final call, politics and war. What do I need to talk about that I haven't yet? Tell me what you need. Tell me what you want me to go over, what you want me to address in my chiefly stately position. Who's the best winger of the woo? Probably you, because you're the only one, so you win by default. You spent 80% of the show talking about Horsecock. I spent a third of it talking about Horsecock. It just feels like it because I went on for a long time and it was boring. And I like, and half of that was like KT history. The elites disbanding. Who? Microminute returning. What? Where does the Federation use Argo? Who? You said Piggy was former KT member, right? If my memory serves me right, yes, Piggy was in KT for a brief stint. Queen M almost became a KT member. If you know who she is, that is really funny to think about. We just heard not to. All right, so where am I at? Dusty asks, wasn't Queenum the one that had that he made a racist thing or something? Yes, that would be her, and I would be the one that did the heckin' racism. All right, 9:57. I really want Kiwi. I think Kiwi wanted to listen to the thing. Okay, he's already here. Let's fucking go. Okay, final call, real life, really quick. Any real quick things you guys want me to talk? Nobody is replacing Horsecock as leader. We were a what's it called when you have two leaders? Is it three leaders is a triumvirate? What's two leaders called? Demarchy, dynamic duo. Egypt for some of its history had two pharaohs, but I think Duck is just going to be sole leader now, and I think that's okay. Yes, Biden is getting in trouble for doing what they're accusing Trump of doing, so that's interesting. We'll see if anything comes out of that. There was a statue unveiled in Boston, and it's the ugliest piece of shit. It literally looks like a piece of shit too. It looks like two like long turds wrapped around each other. It's really gross looking. And from certain angles, it looks like someone giving like it. It looks really gross. Yes, there it is. I've seen people in like it also looks like that's a head and like a head between thighs eating ass. like it looks really crazy. It looks really fucking terrible. Borhan can replace Horsecock. Borhan is welcome to join Hand of Fate. He's welcome to join Hand of Fate Gov if he wants. You are correct, Toxic. It's meant to be the arms and shoulders of MLK hugging his wife after he won, I think, the Nobel Peace Prize. Oh my gosh, that especially look. Oh man, that looks really terrible. Oh fuck. Yes, Martin Luther King was a serial adulterer. That is well known. Why didn't they make a proper statue? Because the people who are really excited about this statue and like the ideology they're in are like they're against beauty as a concept. They can only make ugly things. All right, 10 o'clock. I'm almost ready to end the show. That's enough real life stuff. Zig, play the theme and then end the recording. Actually, don't end the recording when the theme is done. Just play the theme. Actually, yes, end the recording when the theme is done. Never mind. Play the theme and then end the recording when the theme is done. Belle, any final words? Belle. That was a good meow. That probably got picked up by the microphone. Especially because it is quiet in here. Well, okay. The green bubble is lit up, but there's no sound.
This bot is maddening. It's ridiculous.
There we go. All right, folks, that's as good as it gets. The bot is really fucked. So yeah. Oh fuck! I forgot. Zig, did you end the recording?